tell you about a thing I know. The Lonely Island Seth Meyers podcast show.
Kevin was just showing me a very cool standee that I was excited about. A standee is the thing that when you walk in the movie theater, that's the big cardboard cutout.
Yeah.
And he saw one up in New York in Lincoln Square.
Lincoln Center.
Lincoln Center.
Yeah.
There you go.
You've been gone so long, you forget, is it a center or a square?
Well, what's the square called there where there's the big fountain? Columbus Circle?
Columbus
Yep.
Circle. Yeah.
So again, still no square.
No, we've got a circle. We've got a center.
Madison Square Garden.
That's
By
it.
the way, I like in this era of, streaming and AI and all the sort of things that are upsetting media as we know it. There's still a big old cardboard cutout in a movie theater that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's the most exciting.
You got the standee.
But is that because of our generation and it's bringing back memories of the past?
I think it's still exciting. I think when you walk, I know it's hard. As I'm like, no, it's not us. There's literally no one to rebut whether or not it is just us.
Yeah, we're right. My kids, when we saw Inside Out 2 in the theater, they wanted a picture in front of the big standee where they're like with the characters.
Yeah, it's an Instagrammable IRL thing. So
Well, he
it's
took a
great.
picture of it, Kev did, so we can just share it. And that's not promotion for the movie. It's about just cardboard and how we like cardboard cutouts.
I do want to talk about the trailer because everybody in my office, the writing staff, is very excited, Keeve, about the trailer.
Good. Well, I'm happy they are.
But here's the thing, Keeve, like multiple writers have come to my office and said, have you seen it? Like people are so desperate to know more about it, having seen the trailer.
Well, these two guys have seen it, but they've already said that on this pod.
I'll keep talking about it, though.
I loved it.
But I'm glad that they're excited to see it. And I know you have, I don't know if you announced guests this far in advance, but I know you have at least Pamela's coming to be on your show.
Pam's coming. So excited that Pam is coming.
And Keith, do you say Pamela or Pam to her?
I switch it up. To her, I usually say Pam. But I like to be formal in formal settings like this and say Pamela.
Like if you're cross with her, do you say Pamela? Like when you say, call me Andrew?
Yeah.
Yes. I go, God. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Pamela, hit
You're
your
like,
mark.
Pamela, back to one, Pamela.
I actually think, Keith, you've never once called me Andrew, but Yorm definitely has.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew!
Now, Pamela must have been so excited to get a part like this.
I mean, she had just come off of shooting the Gia Coppola Last Showgirl movie.
Yeah.
So she was in, and then she had the documentary that her kids had helped make, and then she had her cookbooks, and she was firmly in this new phase of her life.
Yeah.
And, not wearing makeup on red carpets and kind of becoming a fashion icon in that regard. So she was well into that, but had not yet kind of done this style of acting, I would say. And
This kind of completes a bit of a hat trick, which is a serious role, a documentary, and a comedy. Like,
Exactly.
kind of knocking them out 1, 2, 3. I'm very excited for her.
her reinvention of this new phase of her life and career, she talks about it very openly.
Yeah.
And there's the people that were paying attention to that and the people that weren't. So there was some people where I'd say, oh, it should be her. And they'd be like, what? Because in their minds, they're like, that's somebody from Baywatch that they haven't thought about in 20 years.
Yeah.
And then there'd be the people that are like, oh my God, that's so smart. Because they're the ones that have been following her recent career and personal path.
How did you feel, Keeve, about her, just the cynicism of her using you as a way to, complete a trifecta and
Yeah, to
and
further
not-
her own goods. I felt gross. Yeah. I felt used.
I see. I thought you cold called her and was just like, hey, you ready to complete your new phase?
I've been watching what you're doing, kid.
here. I've been clocking you.
I called her kid. Is that weird on set? I would always be like,
No.
hit your mark, kid.
Pamela kid.
I kind of was doing a Clint Eastwood. I would be like, hey, kid, get over here. Hit your marks. It's not that hard.
Hey, again, letting people behind the curtain, we're actually recording this one at a healthy time. And usually we record it so close to when it comes out that there's more comments about the previous episode. But the previous episode just came out. So I don't have a lot for you guys from the comment section today.
Yeah.
Except one gem that I think you'll enjoy, Andy.
Ooh.
You said you were in the stewed,
Yeah.
meaning in the studio, but the closed captioning on YouTube said you were in this dude.
Oh, fantastic.
That's just great. That's terrific.
So I feel like really good.
So thank you, YouTube.
Do you think moving forward, it's copacetic for us to say I'm about to go in this dude when we're going
That's
into
like
the suit?
slang for in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to go in this dude.
I think it's fine.
I actually, Andy, just let's see, because I do believe we're dealing with like AI closed captioning. So just for the next video, go back and forth a few times fast saying in the stewed, in the stewed. And
So I was in the stewed. I was in the stewed. So I was in this dude. So I was in this dude. So I was in the stewed. So I was in the stewed.
That's great, buddy. Thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah. Don't let me keep going. I'll just keep going and going because I love a lot of takes.
I know. I mean, we did have that sign that we put up over the studio at our office that says the butt because we were when we were taking phone calls, we would say, "I'm going to take it in the butt."
Yeah.
That is true. It did say in
So
the butt.
really,
Oh, sorry. I'm getting a call. I'm going to just take it in the butt real quick.
Yeah. It's still up in our office. It says the butt above the door to the studio.
It's funny because sometimes we'll have people come in for a project that's like a little more serious to our office, and we'll be like, "Oh, yeah, ignore that sign that says the butt over the studio," and then also that painting from Hot Rod where I'm getting fucked by a horse.
oh my God.
We do serious stuff too.
There's some air between the horse and you.
There is
air,
is.
and the MPAA would agree there was some air between you and the horse. I think we talked
That's
about
right.
it on the
That's
hot
right.
rod.
Now, hold on. So you guys have the idea that when a phone call comes in, you're going to say, I'm going to take this in the butt. But somebody has to make the sign. Is this a professionally made sign or did somebody just sort of...
No, it's just drawn by Yorm.
I drew
Just
it.
a little Yorm sign.
Okay, great.
It's not a drawing of a butt, by the way. It's just a.
I mean, Yorm's very artistic. It's very professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of graffiti style a little bit.
He's got styles. He's got styles on styles on styles.
This might not have been the first time Sudeikis did this, but I remember being in Sud's office once, and he was talking about you got to use your Sundays, meaning our one day off of the week. Use your Sunday, and he made a sign on a piece of paper and put it above his door that said "Use your Sundays." That
And he
you
would
could
always
kind of
tap
touch.
it on the way out.
Yeah, and you could tap it on the way out. And then in Ted Lasso, of course, his Believe paper is exactly that, right? Now, I don't know if the Use Your Sundays was his first or if putting a sign above a door that you tap on the way out was just a move he always did.
I will say at Boom Chicago, I put up a sign before you walked on the stage that said "Perform like a champion today," which was a ripoff of Notre Dame's "Play like a champion today."
Oh.
So you would tap that. We would all tap that as we went on the stage.
So do you deserve a residual on Ted Lasso's Believe sign?
I mean, they sent me a jersey, so I feel pretty good.
Oh.
I feel taken care of.
It does make you wonder what this show would have been like if it had said the butt instead of believe.
Oh, yeah, and they all tapped the butt on the way to the soccer field? The pitch, if you will?
You could apply that to a lot of signs.
Also, never explain.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about that for any common sign, really, like if stop signs just said the butt, it'd be confusing for sure.
The best, I think, if I could go back and remake Ted Lasso, and obviously the success of it, I wouldn't touch it. But it would be fun if there were two signs, one that said believe and one that said the butt, and different players just hit different ones on the way out.
Right.
Well, if they had to go to the bathroom, then I think that we know what they would choose. You know what I mean? Gotta go over here, guys.
Seth, your big guest starring role, the trailer came out too this week.
Great.
Digman, season 2.
I'm on Digman this year, guys, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm excited.
I got to push it.
What's the name of your character? I hope it's not a silly name. Do you remember the name of your character, Seth?
I don't.
So I guess we all have memory problems.
Hey, wait, we've done a lot of really nice promoting of Naked Gun over the months, but we haven't done Digman, and Digman is such a funny cartoon, and it comes out actually July 9th,
That sounds right.
the second season. So it has a whole first season that is now on Paramount Plus, I believe, and anywhere else, Andy?
Comedy Central.
Comedy Central, yeah, you just get your rabbit ears on your TV, plug it into the coax.
Yeah, if you haven't cut your cord yet.
I would dare anybody to watch the sort of cold open of the first episode of Digman. I laughed really hard the whole way because Andy's playing sort of a Nick Cage-esque archaeologist, and it is a fantastic action sequence to open the whole thing. It is, if you want to hear Andy sound a little bit like Nick Cage while it's a comedy Raiders of the Lost Ark, I feel like it's right up your alley.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it a cartoon, guys. I would call it an animated series. That's how respectful I feel about it.
Oh, bless you.
I honestly would call it a comedy above all else. If you like a million jokes just zapping at you, it's pretty funny.
It is rapid fire, and they're very funny. And so it did a whole first season, and they ordered a second.
Great.
Yeah.
You finished it, all locked up, Andy, all color corrected, all mixed.
Oh, yeah, we're locked and loaded. I mean, I noticed that people who were excited about the show were like, whoa, I didn't even know it was coming back. And a big part of that is because there was such a long break because of the writer's strike.
Right.
And because it's Comedy Central first, it airs one at a time, and then they all dump somewhere like an old school real show.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think it's the P+, the power of the
So they all dump on the P+.
P+, yeah.
Now, you had a poster. Sorry, Seth, one last thing.
No, please keep Digman.
Just to tie tied into what's really important. You had a poster and trailer drop the same day, which was yesterday for when we're recording this on Monday.
Yeah.
The same day Naked Gun did, even though we both have Paramount as the company. There's no synergy there.
Do you think the head of Paramount was like, no, wait, but it was too late? Like, no,
this is all wrong.
Shit.
Yeah.
But I pressed send.
Oh, we filled up the internet.
Gary.
Yeah.
Or do you think instead they were like, what the fuck is going on with the Skydance thing, man? Are they going to pay off Trump? Oh, we're so fucked. The industry's in flames.
Do you think Sherry Redstone watched every episode of Digman before it gets approved for the air to make sure there's nothing that could mess up the deal? Like, there better not be a Trump joke in here because he won't approve. He'll get the SEC to block the merger.
Oh, they're worried, right?
I mean, the animation takes so long, and then when you throw the strike on top of it, like, all these jokes got to stay evergreen, baby. Nothing topical.
Nothing topical. That's nice. Opposite of
And
Seth's
Sherry
show.
called you. Sherry Redstone called you and said, I'm cutting fucking shit coming at me from all sides, and the fact that you got this nice, safe show, I can't thank you enough.
I have 60 minutes bending the knee when you got to come with Digman and take pot shots at the POTUS. You're going to fuck up my billions. That's how it went?
I'm going to say, on the record, no. That is not how it went. However, we are very grateful to the good people over there for letting us make a hilarious show full of jokes to get our goofs out.
Well played.
Now that we've promoted Digman, I'd just like to promote Paramount Plus and say that I watched Mobland. Anybody watch Mobland?
Oh, yeah. I watched all of it very quickly.
Super, super fun times.
Enjoyable. He's fucking great.
Real easy. British crime, Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy's fucking murdering it.
He's great.
Just like, if you like a guy who
Patty
very
Consonant.
mild-manneredly like murders people and takes care of business, then that's your show.
Yeah. But there was a moment, and I really genuinely highly recommend the show, but there was a moment that made me laugh really hard because it was Pierce Brosnan. Somebody killed a family member of his. It's about a mob war.
Yeah.
And he goes, this isn't war anymore. It's nuclear war.
Oh, that's good.
And I was like, oh man, that's really. And it was a real long pause. And there is that thing where you kind of, I loved it as a line of a thing a dumb guy would say to like really like try to hammer home how bad things are.
Wait, but did you say nuclear or nuclear?
Well, he has an Irish accent, so you never know how they say it.
Wait, but was that part of the joke?
I don't know, man. Look,
Did I miss it?
let's not.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to let it slide.
I don't know, man. Look, I'm just, you want to take
This
it up
is
with Pierce.
cavalry all over again.
Listen, man, he's already done taping for the day. He had the
I
Negroni.
was in my head about doing the Irish accent.
You know what, Seth? While we're on the subject, yes, I did get Queen Bee today. Thanks for bringing it up, you fucking piece of shit.
You're just so happy because you didn't yesterday.
No, I was one short yesterday.
You know how when you open a YouTube video, it has the little graph at the bottom that shows you like when people are watching and where the spike of rewatches are?
Yeah.
If you go into ours for this pod, not joking, whenever Andy announces if he got Queen Bee, you see this huge drop off right after because there's so many people that just are waiting for that moment.
Oh, so they're not bummed. They're just only waiting for it.
Yeah, they're like, wait, but did he get it? Fucking say if you got it, dude. And then they do, and they're like, he got it again. All right, next week.
Oh, it's
my
like
God.
a drinking game almost. Like he's like, it's the minute it happens, it's like, well, I'm spent.
We should do a second, like a companion pod that is just Andy announcing the bee, but it has double the ads.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's smart. Well, honestly, because people are just tuning in for it, it's actually the way we're doing it is smart, which is peppering it randomly. Because if they always knew it at the end, he does
Yeah.
it like Andy Rooney at the end of the old 60 Minutes. They can just fast forward to it and get it just where they want
Can
it
we do
to.
an episode where Andy starts doing the bee at the top of the episode and we see if he can do it by the end of the episode?
Yeah.
I would really like that.
Oh,
as
and
a-
periodically goes 3 words down, 8 words down, and just lets us know how it goes.
Yeah, he doesn't talk.
I mean, I could easily do that on one where I had nothing to do with the short. That might be fun.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Andy, but I guess my question is, how much are you thinking, when the pod starts, are you already thinking when's a good time to tell everybody I got B? Or does it just like occur to you at some point?
It depends what time of day we're recording.
Yeah,
Like, if it was like right after I got it, I'd be like frothing at the mouth, chomping at the bit.
right. I mean, obviously, I already knew you got it because you sent it to
You
me.
knew because I texted you hours and hours ago, but you didn't bring it up, I noticed.
Well, it's a really nice surprise for the two of us, though. So thank you.
Yeah, I had a hunch just based on your general lightness.
Right. There's a.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy looks like he got Queen V earlier.
It wasn't that he finished Digman.
Also, there was a fair amount of eye contact on the Zoom, and you can tell when Andy's still grinding away at the beat.
Yeah.
Just like glances up every now and then.
Yeah. And it wasn't as grumpy because he's not.
Yeah.
The B is a rejection. Is every
No,
5 seconds he's
guys,
being
no.
rejected. So we're on here being why is he grumpy? But he's
Yeah.
looking down and being like, fuck, 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 fuck.
Should
It's
we?
constant.
Because again, this podcast has just turned into a way to coin new slang. Do you think we should say that when you've got a bonnet in your B, it means that you're just in a super good mood about the fact that you queen bead?
Oh, sure.
Oh, a bonnet in your
like
B.
taking it back.
Yeah, not a bee in your bonnet. You got a bonnet in your B.
Yeah.
We could be like, ooh, Andy's looking pretty good today. He must have a bonnet in his B.
Bonnet in his beak because he's, like the bonnet is the prize.
All right. Owning the phrase.
Would you say it's a bonnet on his B and is the bonnet the queen's tiara?
Crown, tiara. I was going to say the
that's
same
good.
Because
thing.
he's Queen B. He's
He's
got
gotta
to
be
be
with
with
a
a bonnet. Yeah, or he's got a bonnet on his B.
Yeah, the bonnet is good.
Me, likey dat.
I had the best thing happen on Father's Day. My middle Axel basically carried our Sonos speaker outside like a boombox and then danced to the Beastie Boys for me.
Oh my God, what song?
Shake Your Rump.
Oh,
Interesting.
good.
Because he knew you liked the Beastie Boys, and he was like, "I'm going to do this for Dad."
Yeah. I mean, I was playing it, and then he said, like, basically, let's go outside and dance.
Oh my God!
And here, let me just.
Yo,
Can I say something that you will probably be surprised about?
Yeah.
I think the Beastie Boys fucking rock.
Here, just enjoy this for a second.
We can see him dancing.
Oh, he's jamming.
Yeah, he's shaking his rump. That's very cute. And I like that that's prepared for you. Like, this is what Dad likes.
Yeah, this is what Dad would want.
I wear a Beastie Boys t-shirt often because we got it when they did their like book tour. And both of my kids at one point or another, when they were first learning how to talk, would say, Beastie Boys! And there's never a moment where they're acknowledging the existence of the Beastie Boys that it doesn't make my heart sore.
We, that book has a picture of them in Washington Square Park, under the arch.
Mm-hmm.
And, we go through Washington Square Park on the way to school. And when my boys ride their scooters to school, they literally they're New York kids and they just like zigzag in like people and they get way far ahead of me and they like, it's just pure mayhem. And in my head, all I'm ever singing is Sabotage. Like it's just, that is the theme song of my kids going to school. And it makes me very happy. That they're-
Real quick, we have a lot to talk about. Do you each of you have a favorite Beastie Boys song? Like first one that pops in your head that you would say is your favorite?
That's my favorite, Shake Your Rumpa.
Shake Your Rump.
Really? Shake your rump. Oh.
Yeah.
It's probably still Paul Revere. Like just that killed in third grade when I first got the cassette, and that's how old I am, guys. I was like fucking blown away. Reading about how they made that too was like the best.
That was definitely my favorite. I was going to say Slow and Low, though.
Mm-hmm. Slow and Low Goes.
But Paul Revere was definitely one of the very first songs I ever memorized every word and would sing and would rap along to.
Great.
Shadrach. I love that song too.
Yep.
Man.
Well, there's many if you're going to list them. Many, many.
What about you, Andy?
The first one that popped into my head, even though I asked the question, was Car Thief from Paul's Boutique. I just love that beat,
Great.
and I love how they go on it. But I, like these guys, also memorized and filmed myself with friends performing Paul Revere.
It's a fantastic. We've been watching old videos with the boys because they're just so fun to watch. They just like look like everything if you've listened to the songs with your dad, you're like, this is even better that they like look and act like this and like walk towards the camera
Yes.
and trade off
yes,
lines.
they look like three friends that you're like, oh, I want to be like these guys with this much energy, jumping off of stuff.
The one they love the most. Do you remember when they were in Letterman and they came up from the subway?
No.
Yeah. That's a fucking. I just watched that one. It's fucking
It's
great.
unbelievable. So they are filmed live on the street, coming up the subway. They're basically just like doing a classic live Beastie Boys of like trading lines and moving in and out of the camera. And then they walk through the stage door of Letterman and out on stage to finish it.
What song was it?
Do you remember? It's later Beastie
Fuck,
Boys.
I just watched it too.
Not past the mic.
Intergalactic?
No, it's way post Intergalactic. It's like
I think we maybe have mentioned this before, but we saw them rehearsing and performing at the MTV Movie Awards, right?
Yeah.
When we were writing for it, they did Intergalactic. And I remember I had seen them in high school, like at the Oakland Coliseum, but I was trashed. But so like getting to like sit in there and watch them like do their rehearsal and their sound check and just being like, fuck, they're actually so good live. It should go without saying, but when you're actually seeing someone performing and they're trading off so fast and you're like, right, they've been doing this for so long and they're just exceptional. It was really cool.
Also, when we were rehearsing for our live show, there was a coffin, which is the container for turntables, not an actual coffin. And it had in it, at the studio, a laminated set list of the Beastie Boys from like 1994. And I was like, can I keep this? Okay. And it's framed now in my house.
They let you have it?
Yeah, because Bill had brought that coffin for some reason. Our tour, like he was amazing.
Tour manager, right? Is that what you call it?
Overalls Bill.
Yeah, Overalls Bill did those Beastie Boys tours.
Yeah, so he had that coffin for whatever reason. He was like, yeah, sure.
He's like, I know how to handle you guys.
Buy you off with trinkets.
It was Check It Out. That was the song they did on Letterman.
Oh, yes.
It is killer.
All right, I can't wait to watch that.
It's really great. Support comes from CashApp.
CashApp.
Yorm, sometimes you and I get dinner, and oh my God, my least favorite part is just we go to our wallets and we're trying to split it up exactly.
Oh, we get out the calculators. Oh, the
Get
old
out the
school ones, too.
calculators.
Yeah.
You have that old sort of antique sewn change purse that you love so much because you like to get it to the penny.
I like to take my time because I think that you're going to pay eventually. So that's,
Is that what's going on?
Maybe that's what it
you
is
are a
again,
little
yeah.
slow with your little change purse.
Yeah.
But here's the nice thing. We can send money, and we do send money to one another with Cash App. It feels safe.
Sure.
They look out for you.
I love it.
Something seems sketchy or they see you might be sending money to a potential scammer, they'll warn you and make you think twice before you hit send. It's like having a personal bodyguard for your cash. You can even spice up your payments. I know you like the sound of that, Yorm.
Oh, I like to add funny little quips to my payments.
Yeah, text, stamps, backgrounds.
Yeah, for back rub, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
When it's for dinner.
If for some insane reason you don't already have Cash App, just download it from your phone's app store. Sign up, enter our code ISLAND in your profile, send $5 to a friend, and you'll get $10 just for getting started. For a limited time, only new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, there's no catch. Just download Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code ISLAND in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App.
Cash App.
Support comes from Vuori.
Oh, most popular ad.
You know what almost rhymes with Vuori is a Vuori. You're like a workout Vuorier.
Weorier? I'm a workout weorier?
Yes, and that's why you love Vuori, Norm, because it's versatile, comfortable, perfect for whatever your day brings. Looks great beyond the gym. You can go straight from the gym to the club, which I know you do.
Yeah, and they're both battlefields, so you'll find...
To you.
Oh, yeah.
You love the core short.
Yeah.
It started it all for Vuori. One short, every sport, soft, lightweight.
Yeah, that's the one that has the four-way stretch, right?
Yeah, 4-way performance stretch. Look at you, Yorm. You really are a Vuori warrior. And it's available in 3 inseam options. It's a perfect fit for every preference. Look, guys, we've talked about Vuori a lot, and I feel like you get it. So I'll just say this. Vuori is an investment in your happiness. For our listeners, they're offering 20% off your first purchase. That's no small percentage.
No, it isn't.
Get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at vuori.com/island. That's VUORI.com/island. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to vuori.com/island and discover the versatility of Vuori clothing. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
Be a Vuori Weorier.
A Vuori Weorier. Good diversion to go to the Beastie Boys. So much fun to talk about them.
Well, I just liked when Yorm said, like, it was a surprise. Like, I just wanted to be those guys. Like, anybody looking at the three of us wouldn't be like, yeah, obviously they modeled their entire lives. They made whole, like, they're comedians who made a whole other persona.
Oh, do you think it's obvious?
We literally are modeling ourselves after them on many songs.
From 3rd grade, that's who we wanted to be.
Like an older version of the Swedish band that raps about saunas.
What's our most one-to-one Beastie Boys song? Is it Me Like You Dat?
I mean, there's a Incredibad, it might be.
I would say Brass Monkey though with Santana DVX. I think that that was.
but
but we're doing the coup on that.
Yeah, that's true.
we literally are doing them on a couple.
And then me and you doing Uniform On from Bash Brothers, where we're just doing it with the big 808s and we're just trying to make a licensed Dale song.
Yes, a lot of moments on Bash.
Which song is that one?
She says she wanna fuck me with my uniform on.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's full on.
And we're doing the shouts, and it's a straight
I
up.
cannot do it. I cannot do the hype.
But also the beats on that too are entirely.
She grabbed me by the bat. Now it's going.
We are doing slow and low, honestly.
Yeah.
Grab me by the bat.
Well, do you guys want to talk about a Zac Efron cut
For how
from-
much time we've just wasted.
Well, let's watch it.
I'm also looking at the cut after dress, and there's a sketch called Balcony Songs, which I'm sure sucked, but we thought it should air.
I loved Balcony
And it was
Songs.
one of those times where it played in dress so late that you guys were already in your meeting because you already had so much to go through, I believe. Andy, stop me if I'm wrong. But I believe it was one of those times where there's 2 more sketches at dress and Lauren goes like, I've seen enough. I have to go make some decisions. Like, I forget what other sketch it was, Seth, where you were like, you were tapping him on the shoulder going, you should be looking at this.
Yeah.
Something that almost didn't.
That was Betty White, Scared Straight.
Exactly. It was that same thing where we're under the bleachers being like, our sketch is literally being performed for an audience that's laughing and he's not even here. He's gone. And we were like, but they're laughing. Why isn't he? And it was just like, we were like, I guess we're not in air because it's not even being watched.
What was Balcony Songs? Do you remember it?
Balcony Songs, I was very proud of the writing of. I don't remember how it actually went and how it looked. I think my takeaway after Balcony Songs did not get picked was that we should have done it as a pre-tape, shockingly.
Yeah.
But the gist was that it was like a, let's say American Tail or Aladdin kind of a vibe of like 2 people on their balconies looking up at the same sky or something, but then it keeps going to more and more balconies and different weird characters and stuff. And they all start joining into the song.
I remember that. And I think that was maybe an unfair standard that Lauren held you to as well, which is he was probably watching Balcony Song. I guess in this case, he wasn't watching Balcony Song, but he probably had seen
A rehearsal, sure.
Rehearsal, and he was like, "Bro, it doesn't pop the way like their pre-filmed, quickly edited shorts do." And I don't think he treated other people or held other people to that standard.
Ooh.
That felt about right.
Yeah.
Should we watch it, though, and see if it actually...
So wait, Seth, is that why Mugless didn't air then?
Yeah, bud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, let's watch Balcony Songs.
Yeah, that's it.
Here we go.
Now, I might be wrong, but I do think someone pisses on somebody from a balcony.
Don't fucking spoil it. Akiva, you always spoil it.
Don't spoil I Wish It Would Rain.
Well, yeah.
We've got some
It
time.
never aired,
High above the rooftops in a city all alone.
Sounded good.
I know she's
Looks
out
good.
there
Sounds good.
somewhere. The girl
I like
I'd
the profile
call
shot, too.
my own.
He nailed that.
Through the clouds I see the stars, and my heart skips a beat.
We wrote this.
Is he somewhere needing me when we're
This is what I write when I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh, I also like the slow burn.
Does she look upon the same sky?
Very patient.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe a little too patient.
Yeah, I thought I was going to switch there.
Shower me with love, sweet as a candy bar.
Okay.
I'm another separate dude on another balcony.
Separate dude.
Can I just follow? So it was Zac Efron looking very handsome on one balcony, Abby Elliott looking very beautiful on another balcony, dressed, very nicely, both of them. And then it cuts to Andy. He's in a white tank top. He's got glasses and long
Not good
hair,
hair.
maybe in a ponytail.
Kind of stringy hair, yeah.
A loose pony.
A loose pony, so it's all floppy and like ratty, and he's got binoculars. Okay.
It's like if Kenny G's hair lost all the curls.
Yeah, and like a
This
wife
is-
beater. And
This is a real Andy writing move of the minute you start talking, you're like, I'm a different dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sketches,
I wonder if they'd let me watch and grind upon this land.
Gotta laugh-ish.
Does she know that I exist, that I see her every day? And if she let me hold her hand, I love you, I would say.
Cupid pulled back with his bow. His
Yeah, could use some
arrow
editing.
straight and
Too slow.
true.
I wonder, will they be as one? His ripped abs against her chest. Exploring tender, loving babe. Me lurking in the shadows. My slacks aflame with carnal rage. The Twilight soundtrack blares.
he's holding it up.
Tonight I wish I might see her.
Wish I might see him.
their hedge. I've heard tell of a giant skunk who's been seen round these parts.
All right, so it's Forte dressed like a hunter with a like hunting rifle, binoculars as well, and he's heard about this giant skunk.
Yeah.
I just moved here to try my luck and kill him for his skunk pelt.
The hunter is so manly, makes me feel like a
Okay, that's a wig.
I remember this.
As a fancy lady,
Wig's
you know,
a fancy lady.
very beautiful,
Also with binoculars.
like lavender cocktail evening dress with a martini. and
Martini with a
binoculars.
twist, Kiev style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I mean, you just got me thirsty, bro.
Somebody's coming out the door behind her. I wonder who this is going to be.
Okay, and she's heard tell of this. She's here for the hunter that she's into. Okay.
Yeah.
The bathroom is too crowded here, so I'll pee off this ledge.
Okay, so they're at a fancy cocktail party because Sudeikis came out in a tuxedo.
Yeah.
And now he's going to pee off the ledge.
This is a good misdirection. You think that he's going to be related to her in some way.
Yeah.
That wig immediately looking down with the binoculars at him taking his wang out.
Yeah.
Keenan.
Ever since I was a child. What is that piss?
All right, so this is an applause break, and that was the moment when I went, what the he's not even, is he hearing them applauding? He's upstairs on 9 talking. Is he hearing
and
that the
let me
audience
just say a
what's
very-
the point of the show? Is applause and laughter the point of the show? I forget. What's the point of the show?
And it is a well-earned, well-crafted applause break. Like, they're basically saying thank you for the craft.
For having a long game with this one.
Yeah.
Slow build. If we were to redo it today, I mean, I know there's more. I would definitely cut a lot of it in half and speed it up.
Just the setup stuff. Just
Yeah,
the
exactly.
setup stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but again, part of it is it's picking up pace. Also, the way Keenan sang.
Yes.
I'm saying the
Just
words.
so-
Ever since I was a child brings me.
Yeah, he's ready to do a long verse. He's got his lungs. You feel how much air is in his lungs, and he is pushing it out. He's ready to go.
Yeah. It's also just the voice of it.
Yes, yes. Just this operatic one comes in.
Ever since I was a child. What is that piss?
The furthest thing from yelling. It's very high opera, very low.
Yeah, you didn't know he was underneath.
Yeah.
Broke into this house tonight.
All right, but Bill enters
man,
already
Bill.
breaking. He's having trouble getting past because he was in the bushes next to Keenan watching Keenan's performance at point blank range, and it affected him.
Well, also, Bill tells us every time we asked him to sing in our full 7 years there, please don't ask me to sing. I can't sing, and I hate singing.
And not like Wig's Don't Make Me Sing character.
No. Don't make me
Like he
sing.
really didn't want to sing.
That was based on Hater.
Also, Hater always Don't Make Me Sing. Not as bad as he let on. Always perfectly fine.
Yes.
I mean, this is pretty
It was
bad.
never dreadful. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
this is because he's coming out laughing. So he's dressed as a classic cap burglar with like the skull cap and all in black and turtleneck and whatever. All right, here he comes.
Broke into this house tonight. The owner came home, so I hid. But then I saw him get whizzed on. So things are looking up.
So we also wrote him one that doesn't rhyme, which didn't help him at all, with no discernible melody.
Barbecue. I'm having a barbecue.
All right. So this thing should have aired, number one.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to see something and go, oh, I see why they didn't air this. No, fuck that. This is good. It just cut to Bobby, and he just did that little ditty on another one.
He's grilling some steak.
Yeah, he's just a happy guy barbecuing.
Big old T-bone on there in a barbecue, just super normal. He's in a completely other melody.
It's like a bridge. It's like a...
He's just another balcony guy.
I'm having a barbecue.
And he sells it so hard right there.
Is she out there right now, thinking of me too?
Efron's shredding, by the way.
Stars
Truly.
are all connected, just like me and you.
So we're all just people.
For wanting love.
Oh, it's like Renter.
People dressed like skunks.
Oh, he's got the skunk hat on.
People craving skunk meat. People whizzing freely. People getting whizzed on. Laughing at that person
It's like a Brady Bunch split screen, 6-way split screen.
some
Fireworks on top of the superimposed over it. Listen to this applause, Seth. What's the show all about?
I mean, and this is, really no excuse.
I would say one of our better live sketches, and it didn't even air. No wonder we were salty.
I mean, the real question is like, should we be saving it for when one of us goes back? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's fine for the Quaid Army to know that they're finally going to get to see it. It's like a second chance theater, which it could still be as well, Seth, on your show. I don't think this burns it.
No.
Okay.
I think that'd be a great second chance theater.
It'd be fun to trim up the top, just feel that relief.
Yeah.
I'm going to say one of the things I love about the hater part is, again, everybody was sort of forced to do stuff. Like, you were already out of cast.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's super fun. And going back and watching it, it's a blast that Hater's in that as well because
Out of his comfy zone. Kevin says, it looks like Dress ran super late, so many sketches cut, and this aired after 10 p.m.
Whoa.
But that's what I mean. He looked at his watch and went, okay, done watching. And you're like, right, but
Yeah.
They just picked too many things that week.
it's not fair.
It's not fair, and we're mad.
Can I say something about how great Zac Efron's singing? It's a little trivia, but well known. If you watch the first High School Musical, it's not his voice. They overdubbed him the way you might do if you were making a Disney Channel movie that you didn't know was going to become iconic. And you have people you cast who are kind of out of oblivion, as far as I know, just Disney kids or whatever. And you're like, I don't know if his voice is strong enough. So he doesn't sing on the first High School Musical. And then he does sing in High School Musical 2 and High School Musical 3. And he's talked openly about how he was annoyed by that and thought he could sing good enough. And you watch this, he's carrying the tune the best of anybody.
He's really good.
He's really
he
good.
shreds so hard in this that's why he's so shredded now.
Right.
Oh.
Yes, the body had to match the voice.
By the way, he was pretty shredded then. He was super
Yeah,
shredded.
he
He
looked
was.
pretty good.
And his baby blue eyes, I just remember being like, watching on camera when we were shooting the short that didn't air, being like, Jesus, this is the handsomest guy I've ever seen.
No, we told him to stop. We were like, dude, you need to cover up those baby blues. You're supposed to look like shit right now.
Yeah.
And you know what? A sweetie to boot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real sweetie.
Maybe he comes on your show, and that's when this second chance theater comes in.
Yeah.
Ooh, Seth. Either you do it or we murder you.
I was on my honeymoon. We went to Peru for my honeymoon, and Alexi and I were on a hike with a guide in Peru, and like no one on the trail. And all of a sudden, another guide came another direction with two men behind him, and as they passed, I went, "Zach," and it was Zac Efron and his dad.
Wow.
And then we went back to the hotel, and there were like 100 Peruvian girls standing outside the hotel, just like lining up. And I'm walking with me and Alexi, and I just say to Alexi, because they're all holding like High School Musical things, and I walk by and like literally nobody even blinks, and I go, I guess they don't get SNL in Peru. And our guide goes, no, we have it. He is a real sweet guy.
They're just not sexually attracted to you is what I'm saying. Yeah, no, I got it, guide.
He goes, I think they recognize you. It was just, there's no, what is a spark?
They, how you say, find your body repulsive.
think you're too old and unattractive.
How you say. They started doing how you say in Peru.
Yeah, I know, I'm way off base. Where's Peru again? It's in France, right?
All right, what else we got?
Wait, I have something. We have a voice note that I haven't heard yet, and I just realized I wanted to do at the top of the show. But the Quaidos, they watched through the whole thing. They listened to the whole
Yeah, of
thing,
course.
right?
Yeah.
Just not the Queen Bee ones that
the
turned off.
true members of Quaid Army, they better be.
Should we play it? I have it here. I just haven't-
set it up a little bit for us.
Well, I don't know what it is, except for it's from Quaido number 1, the only double Quaid we have so far. We don't know what
Gotcha.
Dennis and Randy are up to.
Right.
But Jack Quaid, who we've been doing a lot of Andy calling out Jack Quaid, because he said he sometimes would get freaked out in his voice note to us about hearing Quaid and going, is someone talking to me? Because his friends call him Quaid or Quaido. And so Andy's been doing a lot of random, Quaido, what you cooking? Because he said he was listening in his apartment.
Yeah.
And we also did a fair amount of conjecture into
What he was making.
the music of Jerry Lee Lewis, though, as well.
Whether or not he had like young roommates.
Yeah, there's been a lot of speculation about that.
A lot of speculation without any research has been.
Yeah, and so he has been listening, I guess, and here we go.
Hey guys, Jack Quaid here. Yet again, I am in my kitchen making mac and cheese for breakfast.
Nailed it.
The call-outs are becoming more frequent, occasionally more aggressive, but I love them all.
Yep.
My life is a nightmare. I wanted to touch really quickly on Great Balls of Fire, which you guys touched on
my
last
God.
week. Akiva was like, what's the significance of this in your life? Actually pretty significant. I don't know if my parents ever had that conversation of like, hey, you know that song's in 2 of our movies. But if they did, and I was alive, I was probably in the other room playing Crash Bandicoot and not paying attention. But
Yeah.
Great Balls of Fire was a song that my dad, he had this piano in their bedroom when I was growing up, and he would just constantly be playing it because he learned it for the movie. So the soundtrack to my childhood is just in the distance, Dennis Quaid going, you shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. And I think because of that, I wanted to learn how to play piano, and then I learned guitar. My dad had a band for years. I think he kind of became kind of musical after that. And I actually named the band when I was like 8 years old. He was like, Jack, quick, name our band. And I said, The Sharks, because I was really into sharks as a kid. Anyway, I'm giving you a lot of details, but basically the moral of the story is if you want to have another band besides The Lonely Island, I don't know why you ever would, but just corner your children, catch them off guard, and go, quick, name our band! Maybe something will come of it. All right, guys, thank you again for letting me do this. Quaid Army for life. Take care.
Righteous
Oh
kill.
my God, Quaid, bless you.
That delivered. That delivered.
Can I just say something? Podcasts are great.
Whoa!
Hey, full circle.
Thank you. Quaid got you to finally change your mind.
Just for that. I mean, I hate them. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but they're
It
great.
would have been great if when he said name our band, he said the Bacon Brothers.
He's like, no!
It's so confusing. Also, it is interesting that, his dad was playing Great Balls of Fire, and that made Quaid want to learn, which is very similar to what happened with Goose and Rooster, which is why that song was in both.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jack is Rooster.
He's a real rooster. Support comes from Shopify. If you've shopped online, chances are you bought from a business powered by Shopify. You know that purple Shop Pay button you see at checkout? The one that makes buying so incredibly easy? That's Shopify. And there's a reason so many businesses sell with it, because Shopify makes it incredibly easy to start and run your business. I know we're going to use Shopify, Jordan, when we start selling merch for our podcast.
First thing, day one, big time.
You're in the merch lab right now coming up with graphics for the Quaid Army t-shirt, correct?
Well, and I sent you my cool Steve Jobs image, too.
Oh, yeah, you did make Steve Jobs, which is half Steve Jobs, half Jabba the Hutt. And, one reason people might say nobody's buying that shirt is nobody wants it. But another reason might be that we're trying to sell it without Shopify.
Exactly.
Shopify gives you that leg up from day one. From day dot. Just look, spread your brand's word with built-in marketing and email tools to find and keep new customers. And that iconic purple Shop Pay button that's used by millions of businesses around the world. That's why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. Your customers already love it. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify, sign up for your $1 per month trial, and start selling today at shopify.com/lonelyisland. Go to shopify.com/lonelyisland, shopify.com/lonelyisland. Support comes from Factor. Yorm, guess what season is here? Don't look at the calendar.
Oh, God. Oh, it's almost summer. It's tail end of spring into summer. So I don't know.
Summer's here. More sun, more light, more time to do all the things that make summer so special. The number thing you don't want to be doing all summer, spending hours cooking inside. That's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready just in 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well. And Yorm, I know you, bro. You want to be at the beach. You don't want to be, checking out early to go home and make a, 3-course meal for your family.
I'm a beach guy. What can I say, Seth?
And guess what? With 45 weekly menu options, Yorm, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your summer gains and goals. Choose from options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. I had the truffle butter filet mignon the other night, Yorm, and it was an absolute game changer. And tomorrow, you know what I'm going to have?
The truffle butter filet mignon.
Well, I know it. Well, okay. Yeah, you know what? I was going to say the jalapeno sweet corn, polenta, and chicken, but I enjoyed the truffle butter filet mignon. I might have it back-to-back nights.
Okay.
Get started at factormeals.com/island50off and use code ISLAND50OFF to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code ISLAND50OFF at factormeals.com/island, ISLAND 50OFF for 50% off plus free shipping. Factormeals.com/island50off.
All right. The last thing we should do is I should play Guys in Sunglasses Lookin Dope.
Yeah, let's watch
Let's
it.
check it out. This was a digital short we made the week with Zac Efron, and it did not air.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you really got double burned then. Do you think maybe Lauren didn't watch Balcony because he was mad about this?
It's very
I guess we're about to
possible.
find out.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I loved this one. It's fucking
This one is short but sweet, but I remember thinking this shouldn't air and the other one should.
very clearly.
Guys in Sunglasses Lookin Dope. First up, we have Bob.
I mean, I already love it.
I mean, dude, I love this one. I love
It's
this one.
immediately pretty good, yeah.
So it was a title card that was very early 90s, late 80s, I'd say.
So
You
whack.
know,
It's
yeah,
beyond whack.
two bad fonts, Guys in Sunglasses Looking Dope, like over a beach with some Oakleys. Now it's cut to obvious green screen of a construction site with Forte with a mesh tank top, so you see his whole chest, some ripped jeans, a tool belt, and is kind of loosely hammering on something like an AV cart, essentially.
It's a bad construction site too. It's like he's just in front of a trash can.
Yeah, he seems like a little doing it like vacant, like brain dead, with some white glass. Anyways, let's see it.
First up, we have Bob. Bob is
Slowly
5'9",
panning up his body.
171 pounds, and all man.
Hammering on nothing.
Bob's wearing a pair of white Ray-Bans. Looking dope, Bob.
Okay, now
Ooh,
Sudeikis-
look at this sporty guy. Ladies, this is Sean. Sean is wearing some snazzy jean shorts and a mean pair of Oakley sunglasses. Hey, Sean, way to stay
they're all
dope.
doing like just two guys for Jane Horson's level awkwardness, like as if they were plucked out of a mall in Ohio and dressed and placed here and said, just look cool.
Also, hater putting so much stank on the word dope. It's really
Also, Sudeikis really underplaying it in a wonderful way.
Yeah.
Just small blinks. Just really sad.
Yeah.
right down the middle. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, who's this little guy? Why, it's Hank.
Okay, so it's Fred, and he's in a house, and he's hiding behind a hat rack that has some clothes, a jacket hanging on it.
This one's shy.
And he's shy, and he's hanging out behind it.
Hank is wearing a pair of black sunglasses. Don't be shy, Hank. You look dope.
Every time the camera flashes after he says it, the word dope appears on screen in freeze frames.
Also, when the camera flash happens, it freezes Fred, and he's not. It's a bad freeze. His eyes are half open.
Yeah, it's always bad. Oh, yeah,
This is a bad freeze. It's not even the right freeze.
He doesn't look dope. He's in a leather vest and no undershirt, by the way. Okay, now it's cutting to Andy here, and I just want to say he's a house painter, but we're at another construction site right away.
Here we have... Whoa, no sunglasses? Not dope, pal. You need to take a hike.
Okay, big cross out.
Oh, yeah,
Now
that's more like it.
Bobby, as kind of an Indiana Jones explorer type, super awkwardly confused where he is. The vest is open in the front, no undershirt, so just full chest and belly out, and a whip.
Watch out, ladies. Here comes Josh. Josh is ready for adventure wearing a sporty
Panning
pair
up
of
his
cargo
body.
shorts and matching vest. I don't need a compass to tell which way is dope. Look at dope, Josh. Uh-oh, look at this jokester.
He's at the pool.
Say, quit horsing around.
He's a jokester because he's got a pair of novelty, ginormous sunglasses on. It's Zac Efron. He was too handsome, so we put a bunch of body hair on his shoulders to make it look like he had just Robin Williams level shoulder hair.
Also, a wig that makes it be like, is this Teen Wolf?
Yeah, it's very.
Yes.
It's early Teen Wolf.
Yes, a gross wig, sideburns, and acid wash jeans.
Cool tattoo, yeah. Lower back tattoo.
Oh, yeah. And with that horseshoe tattoo on his lower back, he'll be your lucky charm. Looking dope, Paul. This has been Guys in Sunglasses. Looking dope.
Yeah, and when he dipped his fucking sunglasses and we saw the blue of his eyes,
We were like, put him back on!
Put him back on! Ooh, so you're too handsome for this joke.
I mean, it's clearly that the show had too much stuff in it.
Yeah.
Like, couple of homies aired.
Yeah, that's way better than a couple of homies.
This easily could have aired a different week.
Yes.
But it's not like our best.
I do believe Lauren didn't like it so much that he punished you with balcony songs.
Walked out.
We should probably send it to him and see what his actual thoughts
They could
were.
still air both of these.
Still there.
Maybe we just resubmit. Not even resubmit to the table. Resubmit to the control room.
It is interesting because it doesn't have that next move.
No.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, as a shy guy,
It has little
I
tiny.
mean, it's got twists and turns. It's got twists and turns.
It has a few.
it has a
but no
little
moves,
tiny.
You know.
Yeah, and they're not big S like curves. It's more like a little squiggly eye.
Still made me laugh pretty hard.
If you know what it is, then I think it delivers. If you're waiting for something else, then it doesn't.
Can I have 30 seconds in Seth's corner?
This is Seth's corner at the end of the show. Seth is gonna take it away and talk about what he did that week. Oh, Seth.
There was a High School Musical sketch where he went back and he was a graduate, and he came back and basically gave a speech about how nobody sings outside this high school. And like, if you break into song, people are going to just wail on you.
I'm here to talk about what happens after you leave East High.
Do you think this is a good idea, Troy?
Back off.
Okay.
Here's the deal. No one sings at college.
What?
No. And from what I can tell, this is America's only singing high school.
I've watched that in the last 2 years, Seth, because my kids got so into High School Musical, all three of them, that they started just wanting to know what else he had done. I was like, well, he hosted sometimes. I was there. And so we would go on YouTube and pull up sketches.
Yeah.
And especially ones that relate to High School Musical, of which we also wrote one at some point when the third movie was coming out. Is that in here somewhere too? No. It might have been did he host twice? Or maybe it was for a different host?
Yeah, I don't know.
Might have been a different host.
Did you play him Neighbors and all that sort of stuff too? No, Neighbors is rated R, right?
Yeah.
Well, and we're in Neighbors for a second, and Liz is in Neighbors a lot. So their parents are also in Neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
But no.
I was supposed to be in Neighbors 2 playing Hitler, but I got cut out.
Your go-to role.
Yeah, you've played Hitler a lot.
I know. My go-to role, yeah.
Can I just jump into this rundown?
Yeah,
Since
please.
we're calling it pretty soon. I was in a sketch, I don't remember exactly the premise, called Cool Bar. I'm pretty sure I was in that.
Yeah.
It says it's written by Klein and Mintz. I think it was a Dan Mintz guest writing.
Oh,
week.
yeah, Dan Mintz, a very funny guy who guest wrote.
Yeah, Mintz is hilarious. This is, I believe, where it's like they let such young people into this bar and there's like little kids and babies in the bar.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Super fun times. And then the one that really stands out to me running through this is I Am Your Mother, written by Fred Armisen only.
Best.
My kids have watched that one a bunch. Found it.
Yeah.
They found it because of Efron, but then they've watched it more times because they like it.
Is it a Pizza Rolls
Yes.
commercial?
It's a commercial where Fred's playing the mom and he can't do it. He can't say the line casually.
The line in a Pizza Roll commercial is him saying, I am your mother.
Yeah, but instead he keeps going, I'm your mother!
I am your mother!
What do they say? It's something that's like a little bit of a goof off on mom because it's Efron and Andy being like, can we have more pizza rolls?
Yeah.
Like, come on, mom. And it's like, hey, I'm your mother. Like, don't talk to me like that. And yeah, but he says it like.
It really worked up an appetite. Me too. I sure could use a snack.
Gino's pizza rolls, they're the best.
And now they're made with 20% more real cheese.
Awesome.
Plus, it's way better than what she usually makes. Hey! I am your mother!
Like, okay, so we're gonna like want to take it down a little bit there.
And I think just Fred very amenable to the note. Like, didn't fight the note. Like, got it.
Yeah. Of course,
Yes. Oh,
Just
I get
leaning
it.
over the counter,
Oh.
swiping things off the counter.
Classic sketch.
Classic. Fred, I have the smallest observation, and I will play it out to 1,000.
And then the other thing of note for me is Yeah's musical guest, which was so rad.
So rad.
Maps and Zero.
So that's the first time they were on. It had to be if they did Maps.
But is Zero from their second album? And then they did Maps as like a popular request?
Was it a Marcy asked them to do Maps because it's the best known song, like how the Shins did the Garden State song?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm wondering.
Mayhaps be, Keith, mayhaps be.
I remember we went and saw them in New York, Kiev. We saw Yeah's one time.
We did?
Fun factoid, Karen O and I went to college together.
Get out of town.
Yeah. Didn't really know each other there, but had mutual friends.
Still very cool.
She's the coolest.
Also, Andy, at another MTV Movie Awards, perhaps the one you hosted, perhaps not, that we worked at, they did Maps.
Yeah.
And so we got to watch them rehearse Maps a bunch, and Spike Jonze did the like art direction, and it was really dope. I don't remember exactly what it was. Maybe falling flowers on an LED screen or something, but it looked amazing.
But there was also like grass, and it was like the whole stage was alive, kind of. It was pretty rad.
Yeah, the whole stage was taken over. It was really dope, and that was really cool getting to see that over and over.
Was it when I hosted? I think I hosted in 09, which is this season.
It might have been, or I don't know.
Huh.
But I just know there's those people that you saw that were at those, that there'd be 3 musical performances at the movie awards, and so you got to watch them rehearse over and over, and it was
pretty rad.
Before we were at SNL and saw it every week and became just fucking assholes about it.
I have to go because apparently these guys have been waiting to go to dinner with me for an hour.
Who's that? Your family?
Who's these guys?
I'm at Company 3. Met my producer and
Okay. Oh, you're in Toronto.
Yeah, I'm at Company 3.
You're Company 3 in Toronto or New York?
Toronto.
There's a Company 3 in Toronto? I used to work for Company 3 in the Vault in LA.
It's all over the world now, apparently. I think there's one in London.
They're owned by Technicolor.
Hey, Company 3, great color correcting Company 3. I made it!
Andy would have to work nights in the Vault pre-SNL, where you stay up all night when things were still on film. And as the dailies come in, you like are in charge of like running them around. Not like he was touching the film, but like literally like in the mail room of the Vault, where you like accept them and sign them in and out. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it was a ton of data entry into this super weird old system that's antiquated, but it was the only thing they used. And you just were entering reels of film that had come in to make sure that they were all logged and nothing got lost, so that then you were accountable or not accountable.
Because they wrap shooting at 9 p.m. and then it comes in at 1 a.m. and then it's got to be in there.
Yep.
And that was one of Andy's jobs.
My first real job in LA.
And the first time we did a big music video where we went and color corrected at Company 3, it was a full circle moment for you. I remember being like, this is so awesome that now I'm the client.
Yeah. Felt so good. I was like, could I get a sandwich?
That's what Yorm's doing all the time right now.
Yep. Just like more coffee. More water.
That sounds so Yorm.
My friend used to work in the Vault, and now I'm getting more coffee.
Yorm's very bad at like being big time. My friend used to work here. More coffee, please.
I don't even want it.
Yorm, we're not really promoting your thing yet because it's not, we don't have a release date or whatever, but he's there mixing the movie he shot in Finland.
Yeah.
That's how fast he moved compared to me. His movie's already locked and we're sound mixing at the same time, even though he shot a calendar year after I did.
I will be locked tomorrow. Yes.
Exciting.
It's pretty crazy, pretty fast.
But you guys, if you watch one thing this year, make it Digman on Comedy Central.
Yeah, and Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even Trump can watch it because there's no political jokes.
He can. Yeah, I mean, we need them clicks.
Take them clicks.
I bet he doesn't know his Paramount Plus password. But again, I don't want this pod to get political either. So
Right.
Anyway,
you think they give him a free one like payola to try to nudge? Nudge the deal ahead.
Do you think Redstone was like, oh, how many you want 2?
Yeah.
That way, Melania won't fuck up your likes, your algorithm. All right, I love you guys.
Love you, dude.
Love you too, Seth.
Love you guys.
Wait, do you remember your tag, Keith?
I remember the words. I don't know if I remember how to say it. Later, Quaids.
It's really good.
Close.
That was pretty solid.
Later, Quaids.
But wait, I took what you did, Keith, and I have a version. Can we play that real quick?
Okay.
Oh.
Later, Quaids.
Oh, wow. That's legit. He was on your show this week, right?
Is that for real?
He was on my show.
Oh, wow. We made it.
Wow.
He was on my show. So I had him on my show for 2 acts.
Wow.
Oh, my God. That's fantastic.
And so you do the first half of the interview, and then you do a promo where you're like, hey, I'm Seth Meyers, and tonight Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then usually it goes right into the next act, and I go, can we hold for a second? And I was like, hey, we got this podcast, and we call the people who listen to it Quaid Army, and would you just say later, Quaids? And he's like, I always say it, which camera? I'm like, it's just audio. He's like, later, Quaids.
Fuck. Yes.
And then he goes, I hope I will make so much money from this.
Well, he will not.
Well,
No.
we don't, so you won't.
Legitimately, let's end every episode after we say goodbye with Arnold Schwarzenegger saying later, Quaids.
That's fucking great.
I mean, it's a real devil's bargain because we lose Akiva saying it in his really neat way, but I do think
Yeah.
Well, maybe we spice it up, and sometimes it's that, and like our opening themes always change. Who knows?
we'll see if people know the difference.
Yeah, see if you can tell.
I put a lot of thought into, do I want him to say, like, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger? Like, I was like, I'm going to try to give him the easiest ass possible.
Yeah.
But the one other thing I will tell you, the funniest thing, which I want everybody to do, I showed him an art card on TV of you is Quado.
Really?
Yeah. And he did the funniest thing, which is I held it up and he goes, there he is. And he pointed like as if the question was going to be, do you know which one of these is Quado? Like you were in Total Recall, so let me do a little quiz.
Who in this picture is the Quado?
Oh, he's the one in the stomach.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's great.
Did he say my name at any point? Did he go like Andy Samberg?
No, I don't think so.
Fuck.
But he was awesome. I will say this. You kind of can't believe what I think about the amount of like sleepover hours I spent watching that guy in movies.
Well, you guys, back to Hitler, I got to fight him in Kung Fury. I got to fight him because he was playing the president of the United States. So we had a fight
If you
scene.
watch the leaked Kung Fury 10-minute sizzle reel right now, you can see a little bit of Yorm, right? There's a little bit of you as Hitler and him in it
there's
fighting,
much of
right?
it. Yeah.
So you see the president and Hitler fighting, and it's Arnold and Yorm.
Great. All right, so we'll play it one more time at the end.
All right.
After I say the thing that I need you all to hear. I love you guys.
Love you, buddies.
Love you guys.
Love you too, Seth.
Later, Quaids.
Fuck it, it's pretty great.